guys, this is Fatima with the Twirling Feathers. Welcome back. I have got another really fun project for you. This one too is, it looks a little more complicated, but really it is pretty easy to do. So this right here is a really adorable headband, um, pretty much for the winter time where it can cover your ears, which is pretty cool. But I'm going to show you how to do it a little bit thinner so you can wear it as a regular headband. But look how pretty that is, and look how pretty that little loop in the middle is right there. I know it's kind of hard to see it because of this variegated Christmas colored yarn that I use, but it is adorable. And then it's nice and stretchy so you can fit it over your head. And so I'm going to show you how to do that. You can also make this into a koozie for your, or a cozy, I should say, for your cup. So that's what I did here with this one. And this one here, you can see a little better the real pretty detail in the middle there. And then with this one, I went ahead and did a loop and then added a button to fit across my cup. So very simple, easy to do. So let me show you how to do it. I'm going to do it with this white yarn right here, so you can see it better, and I'm going to make it a little thinner so that you can actually wear it as a headband opposed to wearing this only, you know, when it's cold outside, because this is going to cover your, this one's going to cover your ears. But I just thought that was so cool. So you're going to need a headband, or I mean an elastic of some sort, some type of covered band. So you're going to need one of those. You're going to need some yarn. Again, I'm going to be using my G. You can use whatever you want. I have other sizes, but this size here is, always seems perfect for what I'm wanting to show y'all how to do. So you're going to need some yarn. So what I'm going to do is first, I am going to single crochet on my little band here. So you're going to take your band. This part's going to be a little more awkward to hold when you first start. So just kind of give yourself a little grace, and you'll get it on there. So pretty much we're going to single crochet. So I'm going to stick my needle or my hook right into my rubber band or my elastic, whatever you want to call this. And I'm going to pull my loop through like this. So my loop is through there like this. I'm going to chain one right on there like that to hook it on there. Okay, so I hooked both my short piece and my long piece. I always like to do that, so it kind of gives me a little extra reassurance that it's on there pretty well. So now I'm gonna chain one, and then I'm gonna go back over here and I'm gonna do a single crochet. And like I said, it's going to be a little awkward at first, especially to cast them on, but after you get them on here, it's going to be a little easier. Okay, so I did use my shorter end on there, but now I'm going to drop it so I don't grab it anymore. So I'm going to do, for this one I did 16. For this one here, I think I'm going to do only 10 so that it's not so wide. Because this one here with 16, it made it wide like this, but also this yarn is a little thicker, but I'm going to do only 10. So here's 1, 2, 3, trying not to grab that, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay. Trying to decide. So 10. I think we're going to do 12. We're just going to make it a little bit wider, see what happens. We're going to do 12. So 10, 11, Okay, we're going to do 12. So we've got 12 single crochets casted on there. And like I said, when you first do it, it is going to be a little awkward because it's going to be kind of hard to hold this. So now we've got the 12. We're going to chain 3. 1, 2, and 3. And we're going to turn. And then we're going to do a total of 6 double crochets, and that's including your chain 3. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, and that, let me refresh your memory for the double crochets. Yarn over, you're going to put it in your single crochet at the bottom, pull your yarn through, you got 3, and then you're going to pull your yarn through 2, and then pull your yarn through 2. That's your double crochet. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have 6 double crochets. So now we are going to chain. We're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we're going to come down to the next one right here, and we're going to do the next 6 double crochets. So we do 1, we do 2, 3, 4, 5, and then the last one is 6. Whoops. All right, you've got 6 double crochets. So you've got your 6, your 10, and your 6. Okay. I'm going to snip this a little bit just to get it out of my way. And I've noticed, and if this happens to you, this is really easy to do. So I noticed for some reason this is cut off of here. So I'm going to take my yarn together like this. And normally I like to just give it a, this yarn right here, because it's so thin, the knot will hold pretty well. Sometimes when it's a thicker yarn, it will not, it doesn't want to hold. All right, so it's on pretty good. I shouldn't say it doesn't want to hold, you just got to make the knot pretty tight. Okay, I left my other little scissors inside, and I got those big ginormous ones. Okay, so now you get here, and I'm going to do the next row. So we're going to chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to turn, and we're going to do the next 5 double crochets because your chain 3 counts as your first. So we got 1, 2, 3, which technically is 4, 5, and 6, and we're going to chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then we're going to go over, and we're going to double crochet. Here's your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And you got that right there. And that's a nice width right there for a headband. I like that. So you've got 6 double crochets. Well, you count your chain 3 for your first one. So your chain 3 plus your 5 double crochets will equal your 6, your 10 chain, and then your 6 on the other side. So this is really all you're going to do. And you're probably going to need, depending on the size of your head and who you're making it for, you're probably going to need about 15 rows, but just kind of check it when you get to that. So I'm going to continue to do this. And like I said, you're going to chain 3, go back 6, 10, 6, chain 3, do your 6 double crochets, your 10. You're just going to keep doing the same row, and you're going to have these little loops here in the middle. And when I come back, I'll show you what you're going to do with these loops right here. So just continue to do this, and we'll come back. All right, so once you have the size, the length that you want, then your piece should pretty much look like this with your rubber band at the end or your elastic at the end. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to go ahead and take these little loops right here. So start at the bottom with your loops. So all you're going to do is you're going to take your that first loop right there. You're going to pull that second loop through like this. So you're just going to be looping them all the way up. So take the next loop, loop it through. Take that next loop, loop it through the previous one. And you're just going to keep doing this all the way up. So it starts looking like a chain in the middle of your project. So that's all you're doing. So you should have a piece that looks like that. So you're going to do that all the way up. All the way to the end. And then I kind of like to kind of pull it as I go a little. And just keep going. And then you get to the last one. And there you go. Just like that. So before I attach it to the elastic, I just wanted to show you, if you were doing one of these little cozies for your cup, like this one here. So I'm going to undo this. So if you were making one of these for your cup, obviously you're not going to have the elastic or the rubber band. So you're going to have, it's going to look like this. So when you get to that top one, like this one here, all you're going to do is you're going to, I just slip stitched it right here with a little couple of stitches just to kind of anchor this little loop, because that's the loop that's going to be used for you to attach your button to the bottom. And your bottom is just going to be your single crochets. You're not going to have that elastic on there. So that's going to be the way you would make your little cozy for your cup. And this cup here fits perfectly, and it's a nice wide handle because of the width of this one here. And this one was done with a little bit thicker yarn. So it's probably, well, let's see. Yeah, it's probably about this width right here, but it's just a little thicker. So, and this handle here, because this handle is nice and wide, it fits it just right. And I do have these cups on my Etsy, so I'll drop a link if you're interested in getting one of these cups. I just love that cup. If you can see what it says right there. And then I do have another one that's pretty fun. It has a fun saying on it. I'll link both of them on there if you want to check them out. But yes, it fits that perfectly because of this nice wide handle right here. And it just loops right on there. I've got my yarn in my cup right now as I'm using it, but it fits perfectly on there. Okay, so now to get to the end of your headband. So you're at the end here, you've got your little loop right there. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your elastic back, and first you're going to chain one, and then I'm going to turn it this way. Well, actually, nope. Yep. I'm going to turn it this way. I'm going to loop through. So here it is right here. Here's my elastic. I'm going to loop my hook through, pull my yarn through, and I'm going to do a single crochet. So you're going to do 12 single crochets on here. And what I like to do is I kind of like to keep my loop here. So I'm going to do my 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to do my 6. You're doing a total of 12. So I'm doing my 6, and then I'm going to grab my little loop right there. And that's going to be my other one right there. And I'm going to do, because this crochet cotton is a little bit thinner than I like, I'm just going to do 2 in my grabbing my loop and my rubber band. And then I'm going to go ahead oh, you know what? Nope, that's not right. Cancel that. See? You live and learn here. Okay. Sorry about that. I messed up. All right. So you do your chain 1. You're going to go through your rubber band, but you're going to catch your other stitch on the other side. So we're going to do 1. We're going to do 2. We're going to do 3. We're going to do 4. 5. And then that first one counted as 6. And then we're going to go through here. We're going to grab our loop, and then I'm going to do 2. So I'm going to do through my loop right there, and then I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to catch my other double crochet on my other side, and I'm going to do 6 on the other side. 1, oops, thread is caught. I'll do 1, I'm going to do 2, I'm going to do 3, 4, 5, and my last one, get that out there, and 6. There we go. Now that is correct. You want to make sure you grab your stitches from the other side. All right, so I've got it. Looks like that. So you've caught that one on here, and so now it's all nice and even and sturdy, secure on there. I'm going to cut this off, and I'm just going to finish it off. And I'm going to, whoops, I'm going to finish my stitch on the other side. You finish it off whichever way you feel comfortable. Just secure it really well, because this is the end part here where this rubber band or this elastic is going to stretch. So you want to make sure that it's secure so it doesn't start unraveling down the road. Okay. And this one is pretty secure in there. All right, now how cute is that? And see, this stretches over your head, and it just makes such a pretty headband. So there you go. I hope you give this a try. Just make sure you get a nice coated band to use, because you don't want it to pull your hair when you put this on. All right, there you go. I hope you give these a try. These are so much fun to make. Like I said, if you make a wider one, it can be for winter. This one could be every day. And then you've got this cute little cozy that you can make for your cups. So there you go. I hope you give this a try, and I hope you enjoy this project. Talk to you soon.